3 of the American League Championship Series. We're here at Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago, Illinois, as the Royals-White Sox series shifts to Chicago after 2 games in Kansas City. And we got a couple of fun facts, for you. The first game that was broadcast tonight, we actually weren't supposed to broadcast, and we ended up broadcasting. That was a mistake. That was supposed to be broadcast over on our partners at Twitch Sports Network 1. Instead, we broadcasted it. But that was the Marlins-Mets game, in which the Marlins won 26 runs to 10. And they take a 2-1 series lead. Now, that series does require a Game 4 to wrap up. Another fun fact is both the Nationals and Dodgers sweep their opponent. And the Nationals will host the Dodgers for the first 2 games of the National League Division Series at home. Then that shifts to LA for the games 3 and 4 out of the best of 6. First team, just like this series, once we get to the American League Division Series, first team to 4 wins the series and moves on to the Championship Series. And one final fun fact for you before we get started. The past 2 games, the Royals have won by the same score. They win Game 1 7-6 off a walk-off homer. Infield homer. And then they just win Game 2 7-6. And one final fun fact. The American League is the only division that has not required a Game 4 yet. So will there a Game 4, at least one Game 4 be required? Or will all 3 games end tonight? I mean, KC has the 2-0 lead, looking to win the series and move on to the American League Division Series. They would play the Royals or the Tigers if that happens in a best of 6 series at Comerica Park for the first 2 games. And then the Orioles and Red Sox is up next after this. The Red Sox lead at 2-0 heading into Baltimore. If they win that, then they move on to the American League Division Series. And if Texas wins against the Yankees tonight after having a 2-0 series lead in New York as it shifts to Texas tonight, then, and it's actually, the Orioles-Red Sox game goes to Boston. So if Boston wins tonight, they move on. And the Rangers-Yankees game shifts to Texas tonight to wrap up Game 3. If they win, then they would play the Red Sox. So, will the American League Division Series be set tonight? Only one way to find out, and that's to get this game underway. It's very late. But here we go. The first pitch, 1:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And right off the bat, base hit. No, it's an out. So keep in mind, Chicago has a chance to force a Game 4 here, which would then go back to Kansas City. As that's 2 outs to start the inning. But obviously, Kansas City trying to just end the series tonight. Especially after you take a 2-0 series lead, you just want to get the series wrapped up. And he's safe. But you just want to get the series wrapped up so you can just move on. You don't want to sit there and play all these extra games because then you have a chance at blowing it. I mean, they lead 2-0. The White Sox could force a Game 4, then force a Game 5, and then beat Kansas City. We have not seen that happen yet, obviously, because there hasn't had to be a Game 5 yet. Because that's only if necessary. There didn't even have to be a Game 4 yet for this division. Only the National League saw a Game 4 required. And that's a base hit. Here's the 5th batter, Franco, who hits a foul. And this will retire the side, and we're just not going to have any breaks due to time constraints. So we're just going to keep going as we got to get these final 3 games wrapped up.
The shortstop. Hit.
As we got another game to call for somebody else's league. So right off the bat, White Sox get on. And that's 2 outs to start the inning.
Batting third.
And fun fact, there's only been 1 game for both divisions, National and American League. Only 1 game, and that's in the American League, that has required extra innings so far. But how about this solo home run to give Chicago the lead? This is actually the first time they've led a game in this series, so could that be a good look? Could that 440 feet homer be good luck for Chicago? As that was also 109 miles per hour on the exit velocity, and we already mentioned the projected distance. That happens with 2 outs, and that's a swing and a miss. But only 1 game required extra innings. That was last night's Boston Orioles game. And that's a strikeout, and the inning is over, but not before Chicago gets a run off a homer.
Leading off for the Warriors, the first baseman, Hunter.
There's Dozier, and he's looking to tie the game up, and he does. See you later. A 423 feet, 104.1 mile per hour homer. And the game is tied at 1 run each for each team. Nice job for Kansas City. There's Alex Gordon. As Kansas City's looking to take the lead now, but they got some work to do as this is going to be a foul, so definitely a shame that didn't stay in the field of play. Would have been another homer. This is going to be the first out of the inning, though. 1 away.
Batting 8, the center fielder, number 14.
There's the center fielder. And that will be the second out.
Batting 9, the second baseman.
There's Lopez, the second baseman. He's the 9th batter out. And base hit. It would be interesting to see a team go from trailing a series 0 games to 2 to coming back, forcing a game 5, and then winning. But obviously, if you're a team that has a 2-0 series lead right now in this best of 5, you only have one thing in mind, and that is a dozer homers to tie the game up as the inning's over. But that is getting this win tonight so you can move on. You do not want a game 4. Here's Nemez. Swing and a miss, 0-1 for the left fielder. Swing and a miss, 0-2 for the left fielder. And that's a strikeout. Nice job for Duffy there. His second strikeout of the game.
Batting 6, the designated hitter.
And that's a foul for the designated hitter. Another foul for him, so this is the 0-2 now. And that will be the second out of the inning.
Batting 7, the center fielder, Louis Robert.
Arizona is going to host the World Series. The league has decided on that instead of the other one we mentioned. So keep in mind for Arizona to host the championship game.
Batting 8, the right fielder, Nomar Mazara.
and got him at the plate. And the inning is over. How about that? Tries to run it to the plate. Catcher sees him coming, tags him out.
Adalberto Mondesi.
Here's a fly ball to left center field. Oh, it drops. And this should take the lead, and it will for the Royals. An infield home run. Look at this. Here's Perez, an infield home run with nobody out. And that's a base hit there.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Here's the designated hitter, Soler. Launches this one. Goodbye, add 2 more onto that lead. 454 foot, 112.4 mile per hour exit velocity on that home run.
Up next for the Royals, the third baseman, Michael Bronco.
The third baseman gets a base hit there.
The first baseman, number 17, Hunter Dozier.
Oh, overthrew him. And that could have been 2 outs there. There's Alex Gordon. He's 0 for 1.
Alex Gordon.
The Tigers patiently waiting to see if they'll play the Royals or if they will have to wait and play another team.
Number 14.
And finally the inning is over. As we mentioned, due to time constraints, no commercials
Leading up for the White Sox.
in our broadcast tonight. And that goes for the other 2 games as well, as he's out at first.
Now batting, the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Now batting, third baseman, Yoel Moncada.
The third baseman, 0 for 1. And he's going to get him at third.
Now batting, catcher, Yasmani Rondal.
And the side is retired. And here we go to the top of the 4th, and we already know Heidi Watney is going to be coming up real soon.
Nicky Lopez.
As it's 0 for 1. He's 3 for 13 this season. But 1 for 1 tonight, make that 2 for 2. How about that? Base hit.
Now batting, right fielder with
Also, TSN1 covers their coverage up to the National League Championship Series. We will get the World Series
Adalberto.
when the teams reach that. So join us for our best of 7 coverage from Arizona when it is finally set. Meanwhile, you can join us for the playoffs as we get the National League games, and we weren't, like we said, we weren't really supposed to get that National League Marlins game, but we ended up getting it anyway by mistake, and he's safe at first, so it's not a double play. And he better hurry, otherwise this definitely will be a double play. That is out. And nice job on that.
Leading off for the White Sox.
Well, right now, looks like Kansas City's got this one figured out. And this is going to be a pop fly, and it's going to be a pop fly out.
Now batting, left fielder, Malloy.
And this one might be gone. Never mind, it curves into a foul. Disappointment for him. Man, that's got to be a heartbreaker there. You hit it thinking you hit a homer, and they say, nope, it's actually a foul, and you're going to be out instead at first. That's Danny's 4th strikeout. The designated hitter can't seem to figure it out tonight. He's 0 for 1. And now he's 0 2 at the line. Or at the plate, because that's a foul. And swing and miss, and he's going to definitely be 0 2 now on the game. And thank you to the one viewer just now tuning in. It's 4-1, Kansas City looking to close out the series tonight. We are not doing breaks due to time constraints, so it's just the 6-inning ball game, as this should be the first out of the inning, and it will.
The third baseman, number 7, Michael Bronco.
Chicago needs 3 runs to tie this one up, and that should have been counted as a fair ball. That landed in, then rolled out, so technically we should have been looking at out number 2 there. Instead, it's 0 2 now. The 0-2 pitch. And it's hit. Oh, he dropped it. Can he still get him out, though? Yes, he can. Second out. And he should have already been out, but he wasn't. And here's Dizer, however you say his last name. The White Sox homered right off the bat in the bottom of the first. He comes in on the top of the second and homers to tie the game up. And then an infield home run is hit. And then somebody launches a 2-run blast out to extend it to a 4-1 lead. Chicago's definitely running out of chances in this one, though. They're hoping to force a Game 4. And then hopefully force a Game 5 to spoil the Royals' chances. But either way, if the Royals win tonight, they travel to Detroit to take on the Tigers in the American League Division Series. And they're hoping to just close it out today. We mentioned the past 2 games, games 1 and 2. The Royals won by a score of 7-6. Currently winning this one 4 runs to 1, so doesn't look like that streak's going to continue into this game. Can he get there in time? Yes, he can. That's the first out. And after this inning, Chicago only has one more chance to avoid the sweep
right fielder, number 30,
at bat. Well, I think get 3 men on the base, then a grand slam. You take a 1-point lead as a result of a grand slam, or even a 3-run homer would tie the game up, and then you can try to work from there, as that's 2 away now.
The batter, number 1.
Yeah, this definitely has not been the series Chicago was hoping for so far. This one might make it a 2-run game, and it will. So finally, for the first time since the first inning, Chicago gets a solo home run and makes it a 2-run ball game. And now a 3-run blast would give them a 1-point lead instead of tying the game up. Take a look at it again. That happened with 2 away. There's your exit velocity and projected distance. And Kansas City, though, there's 2 outs. They're hoping to get another out, and they should right here. And they end the inning before Chicago can do anything else. But not before the second baseman homers to the left to make it a 2-run ball game. And again, like I said, no breaks due to time constraints, so we're just going to jump right into the top of the 6th. And Kansas City,
leading up for Kansas City, the left fielder number 4,
looking to extend their lead back out. And, I mean, it was going to be a base hit anyway, so just throws it to second. Why not? Not really sure why you would call that an error.
Number 14.
He's going to throw that straight to third base.
The batter number 1.
There's Lopez. He's 2 for 2.
Lopez.
And going to be 2 for 3 in this game. No, as that's a fly out.
Now batting.
There's Merrifield. He's 0 for 3 in this game.
Merrifield.
There's 2 away. He can't be 0 for 4. Launching this one. Goodbye. Run extended by 2 more. Merrifield, who is 0 for 3, hits one out of here. And Kansas City saying hello to the Chicago White Sox. And they're reminding them who's in command of this series. Keep in mind, they won the last 2 games 7-6. They are a run away from getting to 7 runs, but Chicago is about 4 runs away from 6. Oh, he's safe. He got there.
Now batting. Catcher.
A little bit ago, it didn't look like we were going to get to see potentially another 7-6 game, but might not even look like that. But Kansas City does get 7. However, we mentioned the last 2 games, 7-6, Kansas City won. Chicago can't get 6 points on the board because they lose. They have to get more than 6 points if they want to try to at least win a game in this series and force a game 4. The series would still be led 2-1 by Kansas City. And this would be the first game for the American League that would require a game 4. Only 1 game in the National League requires a game 4, as the Nationals and Dodgers swept their opponents, and those 2 will meet in the second round of the playoffs. But yeah, that was actually a 2-run blast, and another one might be goodbye. No, he got it. And the inning is over. I didn't hit it far enough. And Chicago down to their final chance here. And actually going to be down to their final 2 outs here. And what might be the end of their season tonight.
Now batting, catcher, Yasmani. Rondal.
Base hits will help as they get one there. And it's not just 7 they score, it's actually 8-2. They scored 2 runs on that homer.
The batter,
So it will not be the same. It definitely will not be the same score tonight, which would have been kind of funny. Imagine losing 3 times by the same score. However, Chicago's going to be down to their final out. Kansas City just needs one more, and they're traveling to Detroit. Hello, Tigers. Kansas City sweeps the White Sox. They win it 8-2, and they win the series 3-0. And a season not meant to be for the White Sox. They'll have to try again next season. So as of right yet, still no Game 4 required for any American League game. Only one required for one National League game.
Our final line score tonight.
As Kansas City
Royals
will get on a plane and head to Detroit
they left 6 men on base.
tonight.
For the White Sox, 2 runs.
Up next, we got the Red Sox versus the Orioles from Boston. Boston leads the series 2-0. Will Boston win the series tonight against the Orioles? And then the Rangers and Yankees from the Rangers Stadium. Will they win that series and move on? Or will there be a Game 4? We'll have to find out. Let's go there now. So long.